You're back so soon? Well, it's good to see you again. How has everything been? I see. Well, come on in. Hmm? Oh, yeah, it's just me here. Everyone else went to some kind of dinner. I decided to stay home. I wasn't feeling too well. Oh, yeah, I'm okay. It's just I had a bit of a headache and I decided to stay home and rest up. I am a little sad, but there is always next time. So, what brings you here? Oh, you had to drop off some things? I see. Well, whatever you have, you could just drop it off on the counter. Yeah, no, it's fine. We appreciate you returning it. Hmm? You're leaving so soon? Are you sure? You just got here. Getting here must have been a bit of a hassle, so why don't you stay for a little chat and maybe something to drink? I'll make you some tea right now if you like. No, it's no worries at all. Besides, it's only fair. You traveled all the way here to drop something off. The least I can do is offer you something to drink. There you go. And don't worry, brewing some tea takes little to no effort. So you're not bothering me at all. You never would bother me. Like I've said many times before, if you need anything, you can always come to me about it. You seem quite troubled today. Is everything all right? Listen, I've grown up with some younger siblings who try to hide their emotions from me all the time. I know when something's wrong. Okay, just sit down and relax, okay? Now, I won't force you to tell me anything you don't want to tell me, but if you want to open up to me about something or you just want to get something off your chest, I'm all ears. So you do have something you want to tell me. Well, I have all the time in the world. It's okay, no, I want you to just, if you need to let something out, go ahead. I see. No. I can definitely understand why that would be troubling you. Well, I want you to just take a step back and put yourself in someone else's shoes for a moment. I know that might be a little difficult, but let me explain. You're having doubts about yourself right now, aren't you? You feel as if you're not doing enough, and because of that, that you're not worthy of some things. Well, I want to just give you another perspective. You made someone smile. You made someone laugh. You made someone feel comfortable before. And most importantly, you've made someone feel loved. All of those things shows that you have left a serious impact on so many people around you, even myself. And I can definitely see the impact you've made on my younger siblings. You've brought a lot of joy into people's lives and you don't even realize it. You don't give yourself enough credit. And let me just say this. An amazing person is only capable of what I just described. And guess what? You did all of those things. And you might say, well, anyone can do those things. Anyone can choose to do those things. That's the real answer here. You chose to be kind. You chose to be funny. You chose to be loving. You chose to be a good person. Yet here you are thinking that you're the exact opposite. That pains me. You don't realize how much of an amazing person you are. In fact, you doubt yourself so much so to the point where you see yourself in this horrific light. I don't want you to think that way about yourself. And I know that's going to be easier said than done, but I hope you realize how much of an impact you've made on so many people's lives. I want you to know that you have so many years ahead of you to figure out who you truly are and what you truly want to do. Just because you don't know that now doesn't mean you're not worthy of things. I mean, look at me. I'm slightly older than you, and I'm still confused on where to go. I'm very directionless, but I just try to get things done. I don't really have a set plan or an idea of what the future is going to be like. But I know when I'll get there. Focus on now, okay? Not the future. Of course, there's things to worry about for later on, but you shouldn't put so much pressure on yourself. You're young. And this is the time for you to live. For you to be happy and explore the world. Don't rush into the future, because you won't be able to appreciate what's going on right now in the present. Listen, my parents went through the exact same thing, and they tell me every single time how much they regret not living in the moment, because they don't have any memories of back then now. They were so hyper-focused on what they will do in the future, they didn't realize how precious the present was. And they lost themselves. So don't be ashamed that you don't know what to do now. Nobody does at the end of the day, unless they're given a future. But unlike them, we have to figure that all by ourselves. Do you know how difficult that is? It's difficult for any person. So don't put that pressure on yourself, all right? There are so many people around you who are just as confused as you are. You're not alone, and you never will be alone. There are people out there going through the same things as you, and they don't know what to do. They don't know where to step foot next. But at the end of the day, that does not make them any less than who they are. They're still their amazing selves, just like you. So live in the moment. Allow yourself to learn what's around you and truly find out if this is something you want to do. You're going to be all right. You're going to do amazing things now and in the future. Focus on yourself and not how people perceive you. Because in all honesty, who cares? I know that's a weird thing to say from someone like me, but who cares if someone sees you in a different light? That's what life is about, isn't it? If you live by the norms, then you know what to expect. But if you step outside the box, there's a whole new adventure waiting for you. So don't be pressured by this idea that you have to get things done immediately. That's not true. What you have to do is live life. That's what you have to do. I know the pressure of just everything is very hard, and sometimes it makes even decision-making just a chore. But understand that you have a lot ahead of you. So, don't rush into it. There's a lot to do out in the world. Take your time and be yourself. I know I just went on a tangent there, but I think you needed to hear those words. Yes, I know. I know sometimes it gets very, very difficult and you just don't know what to do next. And that's completely fine. You don't have to know. That's what life is all about. The uncertainties, feeling lost, all of those things. Though it might be perceived as negative, it's really about perspective. If you feel lost, then maybe it's life telling you that you have to take another path. Who knows? I learned all of that when I was your age, just a few years ago. I talk as if I'm like some grandma or something. We're relatively in the same age group, but I will say this is something that I've learned around your age, growing up to mine. You know, you just gotta live life. I know that's kind of hard because you were kind of conditioned into believing something else, but now that you're going out into the world, it's time for you to take your own path, for your own happiness, not for everyone else's. Because this is your life after all. If you live your life trying to appease everyone else, you will not have time for yourself. So, be happy and live your life the way you want to. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Not even me. You're adorable. Thank you. And I want you to know you're always welcome here anytime. Whether you want to talk or maybe get a drink of something, please feel free to stop by. I will be here most of the time. I do work from home, so it does make things easier. Oh, no worries. It's always a blessing to have someone like you over. Besides, I'd love to get to know you more. Just one-on-one, you and me. Don't get me wrong, I'd love for my siblings to be here, but I do like talking to people one-on-one. And especially our last conversation. That was fruitful, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Say, would you like to hang out, just the two of us? Maybe some other day? We could always plan something in the future. Well, it's really up to you. Sounds good with me. Here, how about this? I will give you my number, and you text me anytime you need. And I would like to mention I am very versatile. If you need help on homework or need a recipe for something, I know it all. Like I said, I was technically a mother growing up, taking care of all my siblings. So feel free to reach out to me anytime you want. I usually respond relatively quickly, but if I don't, then I'm most likely asleep. My sleeping patterns are a little strange, but, you know, I make do. I get rather exhausted in the middle of the day, and I'm not sure why. My body just gets a little weary, and no worries, I did get it checked out. I am perfectly fine. I think my sleeping pattern is just a little strange, that is all. Nothing to be worried about. You have to be off? Ah, I see. Well, thank you for stopping by. Again, it's always a blessing to have you around. And be sure to let me know when you're free. I'd love to hang out with you. Just you. Of course. I'll always be here for you. Always remember that.